Good morning. I will call to order this regularly scheduled meeting of the Executive Committee for June 21st, 2017. Happy solstice, everybody. I am Betsy Hodges, Mayor and Chair of the committee. We are joined this morning by Councilmember Gordon, Council Vice President Glidden, and Councilmember Reich. We are a quorum of the committee and can conduct the city's business. We have one item on our agenda today from the Human Resources Department. It's an appointed position in the Health Department, Director of Environmental Programs. Ms. Nelms, I think you're kicking it off with an assist from Commissioner
Thank
Musicant.
you. Good morning, Mayor Hodges, members of the Executive Committee. We're here today to consider a new position in the Health Department. The Minneapolis Health Department is reconfiguring their Environmental Services Division into two divisions. The proposed position will head up the Environmental Programs Division in the revised organization. This new division will be responsible for the Lead and Healthy Homes program, managing environmental initiatives, implementing the annual pollution control registration program, emergency spill response, and environmental inspections. The position has been evaluated at 553 points and is allocated to grade 12. The position meets the criteria in section 20.1010 of the Minneapolis Code of Ordinances to establish appointed positions. The salary for the position at its total points would be a range of $97,193 to $115,215 annually. To tell you more about this position and how it will support the work of the Health Department is Commissioner of Health.
Commissioner Musicant, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. Just a little bit of rationale about this position. The Environmental Health Division came to us about 4 years ago, I believe, from Regulatory Services. And at that time, we had one director. Since then, because of the growth in the restaurant industry, we have expanded because of the construction boom that we've had in Minneapolis. We've also expanded another part of the section and the division. And so in essence, and it also came to us sort of understaffed because of some previous decisions by leaders to redirect resources. So as a result, the division has essentially doubled in size. And so we believe that there is logic in the two areas being led separately. The span of control is enormous currently, and the kind of range of issues will continue to grow. I mean, both divisions will continue to have growth in their in the need for attention and programming. So we decided that we could divide the division so the existing director will continue to oversee food, lodging, and pools, and public health nuisances, which includes things like exotic dancing and some of the other work that's been brought forward. And the new director will oversee, as you heard Ms. Nelms articulate, the lead and healthy homes and the environmental services that we now, which is what we now call it, which is pollution control, basically, and energy. So we are able to manage this change in this year, and we have included it in a budget request to the mayor for next year. I'll stand for clarification or questions.
Questions for Commissioner Musicant or Ms. Nelms? Councilmember Gordon.
I don't have any questions. I just wanted committee members to know, you're probably aware that I've served on the Health Committee for a long time, chairing right now the committee that oversees health, and I've seen the growth, and I can vouch for the increase in the demands on the staff. I've also been briefed by the commissioner on this change, and I'm fully supportive of it, and I would be happy to move approval.
Council Vice President Glidden.
Thanks, Madam Chair. And I got a chance to talk briefly with Commissioner Musicant before this meeting just to understand a little bit more about the purpose of the change, and the reasons that she's articulating make sense to me. There has been a lot of, I think, change and growth in these areas. I wanted to understand a little bit more, just so I'm clear on the budget request. So this isn't shifting that would be covered within your existing resources. Is that the change in position level then is what the budget request is? I just want to make sure I'm kind of understanding, or is this a whole new position added to what you're doing? So that would be the budget request to the mayor for the next year would be for one full additional position to your department at the director level.
I've never, Madam Mayor, is that what I say? Okay, Madam Chair, Councilmember Glidden, I just had a little procedural hiccup there. Yes, to answer your question, it will be a new position as proposed, and so that is the request, that it will be a new director and all the other positions underneath it will remain intact.
Okay. And just so I'm understanding, so right now, essentially what we're just approving is that, just because it gets a little bit out of sequence with the budget request is sort of a separate thing, but yet it's related. And so that's why I'm just making sure that I understand. So,
Yes.
so we approve this. This then changes how the department is organized.
Yes.
But if the mayor is not able to accommodate that change within her budget, I'm just saying I have no idea what all the pressures on the budget will be,
Right.
then what would the department do to ensure that you're running as best you can, but you're figuring out how to operate within the resources that you have? So that's what I just want to make sure I understand.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair, Councilmember Glidden. I have thought about that, and we will create or have some vacancies that stand ready to respond to that situation, and so we'll figure out a way to manage it should there not be new budget allocation.
Okay, thank you. And I just, it's always just a little bit of a challenge thinking through all the scenarios when at this point in time, and I see the budget after the mayor's done with the budget, but we don't know all the circumstances that will affect the budget. So that's why I just wanted to point this out and make sure I ask the question of you, not because I don't think you're articulating a need for your department, but gets into the context of the full city.
And Commissioner Musicant, would it be fair to say that you do have, because you have vacancies in the department, you have some hopes for those vacancies that moving forward, but if in the budget, to use those dollars moving forward in a particular way, but if in the budget it didn't accommodate this, you could use those resources to accommodate this position moving forward. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, yes.
Great. Other questions or discussion? Then I will move approval of the appointed position in the Health Department, Director of Environmental Programs, and to refer the matter to the Ways and Means Committee. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in approval, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? That carries. Seeing no further business before the committee, we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.